Everyone. Hope your day and your week is going well as always. And today we're taking a look real quickly at Lord's Day 18. And it's really quite an expansive Lord's Day. It deals with things such as the divinity of Christ and his humanity, the dual nature, if you will, of Christ. And then, of course, the main focus is the idea of the ascension. Remember, once again, we're breaking down the Catechism the Apostles' Creed, and this is dealing with that line that he ascended to heaven. Ascension is not something we often think about when we're sort of thinking about our faith, and why is that so important? But it's on the Christian calendar for a reason. Many of you may not have even realized that it's on the Christian calendar. Many of you do, but many of you probably didn't. And it's important, for us for multiple reasons. And the Catechism actually points to its direct importance, just like in Lord's Day 17 gives us 3 reasons why the resurrection is important for us. It also gives us 3 reasons why the ascension is important to us. And so I'll just read that question and answer for us here today. Question and answer 49, it says, how does Christ's ascension benefit us? And the answer, first, he pleads our cause in the presence of his Father. Second, we have our own flesh in heaven, a guarantee that Christ our head will take us, his members, to heaven itself. Third, he sends his Spirit to us on earth as a further guarantee. By the Spirit's power, we make the goal of our lives not earthly things, but the things above, where Christ is seated at God's right hand. So 3 reasons why the ascension is important for us to consider as Christians. First and foremost, intercession, right? That's the word that we would use here for the first reason the Catechism points to. It is important because Christ sits at the right hand of the Father and intercedes on our behalf. Remember, Christ is our righteousness. Everything that he was, the Father now sees in us because of Christ's finished work on the cross. And so therefore, our prayers go through Christ. Christ intercedes on our behalf. And that's incredibly important for our communication, our intimacy with God. And to continue on that theme, secondly, it says that we have our own flesh in heaven. Now, this is confusing, right? Because what does that really mean? Well, theologically, this is a concept called union with Christ. I've actually been talking about this a little bit through Romans chapter 8. But kind of the quintessential verse for this comes from Colossians chapter 2, I believe it is, where it says that we died and Christ now lives in us. And our life is now Christ. So this is this idea that Jesus lives in us and through us. And I use those words on purpose. In us, right? He's changing us, conforming us more and more to the image of Christ, and through us, because Christ is actually living and impacting the world through us, right? We're referred to as ambassadors. We're Christ's ambassadors. Our message that we carry forward is not our own, but it is Christ's message for us. And so that's a picture of him being united with us and working in the world through us. And then finally, it tells us the ascension is important because it's a guarantee of the Spirit given to us. Remember, Jesus, when he left, he said, it's actually good that I go so that you receive the Spirit. And wow, I mean, this is a powerful thought. Think about this, right? It's better that Jesus be, at the right hand of God than be with us, because the Spirit then comes to us. The Spirit unites us to him. The Spirit continues to work in us as well, continues to help us to be able to discern the world in a way in which, well, through Christ's eyes as well. And we're empowered to overcome our sinful nature through the work of the Spirit in us. So this is the ascension in a nutshell, why it's important for us to remember, to consider, and to just bear in mind. We have Christ as an advocate, we are united with him, and then we are conformed more and more into his image through the work of the Spirit. 3 important reasons. Blessings today. Hope your day, your week continues to go well. We'll see you.